Right now we are heading over towards the Transportation and Ticket Center.
Hi, good morning, guys. We're at the Magic Kingdom. It is a very busy day. I'm seeing the monorail line, the ferry line, everything's backed up. We're here. We're not going to use the multi-lane pass. I did look this morning, and I don't advise to book it the morning of, especially on a busy day. I could only get later wait times, attraction time. So even if I went to go change it, it was still later in the day. So there wasn't anything available for earlier in the day. Around 10 a.m. and I have Tianas Bayou virtual queue at group 36. So I'll be able to ride that as soon as I enter the park. But take a look at these lines, guys. So you're seeing the line for the monorail. As you can see, it's backing up and it looks like a very busy day, as well as the ferry boat. So I think that we might just get on the ferry boat at this point. So we'll see how fast it goes. So you can see the first boat is full, so we have to get on to the second one. So this is a busy day. As I said, we're gonna wait in lines. We did get the virtual queue, but this is a busy day as they're loading the second boat today. You can see that line there. Everybody's trying to board. So we'll wait here. So I would allow at least enough time, especially if you have the virtual queue, which I got up at 7 a.m. this morning to get. You can also try to get another one at 1 p.m. It is not guaranteed. It does fill up rather quickly. And as the multi-lane, the Tianas Bayou is not available today, as well as other attractions. Okay, so as we're boarding, you can see over there, they're also using the one for the second deck. So that way it makes it move rather quickly. So both are boarding at the same time. So I'm on the boat. You can just see the people pouring into the Magic Kingdom today. So it's going to be a busy day, like we said, but we're going to see what we can get on without the multi-lane. So here at the Magic Kingdom, we're going to take the train up to the Frontierland as we're ready to get on Tianas Bayou Adventure. Like I was saying, it was not available on the multi-lane. What do you guys do when you first come to Magic Kingdom? Do you go meet Mickey in Town Square? Do you hop on a ride? Do you go eat? What do you guys do? Let me know down below what you guys do when you enter the Magic Kingdom. But we're going to take a train ride over to Tiana's so we don't walk. It is pretty warm, even though it's about 10:25. So it took about 35 minutes. So 10 minutes from the car to Ticket and Transportation Center was about 10 minutes. And then you have the ferry boat or the monorail, which is another probably 10 to 20 minutes. So I would allow at least an hour to get into the Magic Kingdom on a busy day. So just keep that in mind if you guys have breakfast reservations or a time restraint. Just keep that in mind. And yesterday in Disneyland, we saw that they are going to have the Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted Mansion holiday open July 29th, which is really early, but I wore my ears today, and I also wore my Haunted Mansion shirt, the Gracie Manor. So celebrating that early Halloween. Okay, so I'm under the train station where you get strollers and things like that, but you can go right up the stairs and head up to the train to take you instead of walking around. We're going to go ahead and do that. It should be pulling up here really shortly, but let's just take another view while we're up here from the train station and get a view of the Magic Kingdom today. Okay, look at that view. See the people heading different places. You can see cast members working. Everybody's trying to figure out what to do for the day. So what a great view from up here. Inside the train station, you'll see more collectible coins here. So just take a look at those. And just walking around, staying in the AC a little bit longer. So, and I hear the train pulling up. So we're right on time. Everybody's hustling to get to the train. So let's go. There it is. It's pulling in. So we got here right on time. Welcome aboard, everybody. Okay, so we found a nice comfy seat on the train. So we're heading over to Frontierland from Main Street. And we'll be there real soon. So enjoy the scenery. The monorail is coming in as we're sitting at the train station. What a great view from here also. You can see, once the monorail clears, you can see the Disney Grand Floridian and the new Polynesian Tower coming along. Over there, you can see boats coming in and out for the resorts. People coming in. There are tons of gates open. They're so efficient today. They have 3 ferries running. So pretty efficient. But here we go. We're on the train.
Welcome aboard, folks. We're beginning a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom, with stops along the way in Frontierland and Fantasyland. Sit tight and keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs well inside the train. We're currently departing Main Street Station. Thing I enjoy more than showing folks around this Magic Kingdom, especially because it's certified proof that in these parts, runaway trains, and you'll see why. On a more musical note, just ahead, Princess Tiana is striking up the band for her big party.
There's a VIP
She
tour
made me
going
promise
on.
to tell you folks, you're invited. We've reached Frontierland Station, everyone, so sit tight and hold those horses until we come to a complete stop. Keep your distance. Watch it now.
Okay, so this is our stop, and these are the things that it'll take you to here in Frontierland. And Tiana's Bayou Adventure, you actually can see that from the train. So that was a nice sight to see with all the boards down. So we have 5 more groups before we can board. So we are here at Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So we're just waiting for that group to be called. They are boarding currently to 31. We are 36, so not too much longer. So that way we can go ahead and go around the Magic Kingdom after this attraction, see what the ride times look like, see if multi-lane has affected those wait times. Let's see if they've made them shorter or longer. Like I said, the times for the attractions were later in the day, so I chose not to purchase it today. That would be the only downside of purchasing it the day of. I would definitely take advantage of that 3 to 7 day mark, 3 in a non-resort and 7 in a Walt Disney World resort. So you definitely have those advantages to get most out of your day. Okay, while we're waiting for Tiana's, we might as well go into the co-op and see what they have. So let's go. We have been in here before, but make sure that you guys get some cold drinks or water on a hot day like today. You can see their lollipops, their gummy frogs. I haven't tried those. Have you guys tried those? I know I showed you guys some of this merchandise before. The Mardi Gras popcorn, some other snacks. It's a Craze Crunch Cajun. I wonder if they're spicy. And then they have these toffee peanuts. So I was looking for the prices. They're right here. As I'm putting them back, they're right here. Those are the prices. So those peanuts are $5.99. You have your hot sauces, and you have some chocolate bars. I wouldn't buy those today. If you're gonna stay, they will melt. So, and you have a spice rack you can put in your kitchen. Some other kitchen accessories, an apron. The Most Hoppin' band in the Bayou, and then the community band. So Tiana's Foods up here. That's a recipe binder. You can put all your recipes in there. That's pretty cool. So it'd be organized. Here's a better look at that binder. And then, yeah, it's like a photo album. So, and that would be $29.99. They have some pot holders, some kitchen accessories. So, and then they have some cookbooks over here with Leah Chase. That's from New Orleans. So if you guys want to buy that cookbook, you can read all about Leah Chase and her recipes here. And here's a book, actually, from the New Orleans restaurant. So, and that book is $22. But they do have some seasonings and things that you can use at your own house. So that way you can do those recipes. And at the Doogie Chase's restaurant in New Orleans, this is what was inspired. Okay, So if you read the sign, grab a trumpet, a drum, or a tiny cornet, but please bring them back when you're done with your set. That's a joke. Huh. So it was just saying, a little saying on the wall. That's pretty cute. I'll come back over to this thing so you guys can read about Leah Chase and her inspiration for Tianas Bayou here. You can take a moment, you can pause this and take a moment and read that. So this was inspiration for Tianas Bayou from New Orleans. Okay, so looking at Big Thunder Mountain, the wait time is 35. That's not too bad for 11 in the morning. The multi-pass lightning lane was at 6:10 p.m. I did look at it first thing this morning, and it was already later in the day. But that line is really short. This is the standby over here, 35 minutes. A little bit outside of the queue, so you might want to allow 45 instead. But it doesn't look like it's affecting it too much in the morning. But just keep in mind, if you do try to book it the same day, you might end up with the later time, not right away. Like I would have liked to have ridden it right now as I was waiting on Sienna's virtual queue, but I didn't have that option. So I definitely will be taking advantage of that pre-purchase as well. We'll be testing this out again on Sunday at Hollywood Studios. And we do have it purchased for later in the day. All the times are back to back within an hour of each other. So that's a good thing. So we don't have to wait too long in between attractions, which that makes a better day for us. So if you're on a time restraint, again, those times could be spread out or they might be close together. It just depends on how busy the park is that day. So as it is our turn for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, we were just taking a look at those wait times to see what was available and what the wait times were as we were going on the other one, to see how the multi-lane affected the wait times here on the second day of being able to purchase it. Okay, if you guys are looking at Tiana's Bayou Adventure line, this ride does not have a standby line. It only has virtual queue and the lightning lane. So there's no standby. We'll have to see how long the virtual queue takes once we actually get called and see how long that will take. So again, just because you have a lightning lane or a virtual queue doesn't mean you don't have to wait in line. So this is what we're looking at for the virtual queue. The lightning lane is probably shorter, but we did not purchase that today as it was not available. So we'll see how long it takes. Like I was saying, there's only lightning lane and virtual queue lines. There's no standby. I just heard someone say they couldn't ride because there's no standby. Will this change? Or will they always have the multi-pass lane or the virtual queue? You guys let me know down below if you guys like that you can book in advance. You have to get up early for the virtual queue or try again at 1 p.m. as well. So maybe some people don't know about it or they didn't get it. So maybe they would add a third option. Let me know down below what you guys think. Those lanes are divided, which is great. So lightning lane that you're paying for, you may not have to wait as long. So we'll see how long it is for me to wait without it and just the virtual queue. Last time we did this ride, we didn't have to wait at all. But we'll see how that multi-pass lane changes it since it's in addition to the virtual queue. Hey, so you at least need a reservation to get to this ride, whether it's a multi-lane, a virtual queue. It's 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. guys, and that's it. So that would be it for the day. Okay, so it's our turn. We're going to the virtual queue. It's been called. Make sure you have your ticket and Magic Band ready.
Virtual queue to your right, folks. Lightning lane to your left. Make sure you put your right.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll see how long this takes in this queue. Again, you do have to wait for your number to be called. Never lose sight of what's really important, guys. So let's go have fun. Okay, so as we're standing in the virtual queue line, the lightning lane, the multi-pass is continuously moving. If you guys notice that here, so they're moving and grooving as we are standing here. So that can make a difference whether you purchase or not. Okay, so as we're loading onto Tianas Bayou, the lanes for lightning lane and the virtual queue, they do merge right after the kitchen scene. So you'll be in the same line eventually before you board the boats onto the bayou. This one, okay. So we're gonna keep on moving down. So again, it's been about, let me check my watch, 15 minutes once the virtual queue. So that wasn't bad at all. Don't forget to remove your ears and sunglasses and everything because you might lose them on that 50-foot drop. Hi. Okay, guys, I'm here in the very back by myself, so it's good to see you guys. It's been kind of bumpy, but here we go down the bayou. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Stop us now, because I'm almost there. Okay, don't forget to scan your photos on the way out, so you don't forget those. Inside the queue to say guarantee your photos, but I like to scan it anyway, just in case they don't show up. So let's go down here and you can purchase your photos, or if you have PhotoPass included with your annual pass, you can get those photos free. Or if you book the multi-lane, if it's available, the photos are also included with your purchase. So we get those ride photos as well. But this is the general store where you would pick it up. It's down here on the bayou. So you can pick them up down here. And they even have some other stuff that you can look at the end of the ride. Those cute little decorations. Look at this bath soap. Huh. Huh. They have a big rating peppermint flavor. Huh. These are just decorations. This is at the end of the ride. So you can see everything down here. Okay, now that we have our stuff back together, we'll go and see what the other wait times are in the theme park since the new multi-lane has started. So we'll see what we can get on today, and I'll include that in the video. I'll check the wait times and then include those rides. Hopefully it's a lot, but we'll see. Okay, so I just looked to see the multi-lane passes to see if I could buy them at almost 12 o'clock today. The top tier, which is the main attractions up top, they are not available. The only ones that are available are the ones down below in the second tiered group. So it gives you very limited options. They are also later in the day except for the Little Mermaid. So the options are very limited for the rest of the day.
So here are the options for the day, July 26th. Choose your day. The price at the Magic Kingdom is $27. And as you guys can see, these are the options. Not very many. Most of them are taken already. But this is what it was today on the second day of the multi-lane pass. And all of the times were later in the day.
Except for the Little Mermaid. So the options are very limited for the rest of the day. It's only almost 12 o'clock, guys. So they go quick. There's only a limited amount per day. And you have to get up at 7 or do that in advance, 3 days or 7 days. Otherwise, your choices are limited, as you can see today. And yeah, so the other choice is just to stand by. Even Mine Train as the individual, the single lane, or Tron is not available. So you can try the Tron virtual queue at 1. You can try the Tianas virtual queue at 1. Or you can just wait in line for like the rest of us today. But otherwise, the multi-lane and single lane is not very available today. So we'll try again Sunday with the multi-lane and then see if we can add to it. But there's no guarantee because we have it later in the day. So we'll have to use one and then add to it. So, but that's our choice. So we weren't going to spend all day being a pass holder, but we did want to ride some rides. So, but that purchase would not have been that great today at $27 per person. You would have gotten on a few things, maybe more than usual, maybe not. However, as you can see, the choices are very limited. So we're currently in line for Pirates. It says 35 minutes, so we'll see if this wait time is accurate. Doesn't seem too bad. I just noticed across the way is Tortuga Treasures, not Tavern. So they're selling some stuff over there. But this line doesn't look too bad. It's moving pretty quickly, so we'll see. 10 minutes so far. Still moving. Looks like the wrong seller. We waited 20 minutes and our boat is coming. So we'll be able to get on in just a moment. 20-minute wait when, and it said 35 posted.
So this is the shop where Tortuga Treasures is. Instead of Tortuga Tavern, they turn it into a merchandise shop across from Pirates of the Caribbean. So this is where you will find all of the merchandise for the attraction. Yo-ho, everybody, this is a great addition before the new bar and lounge comes. So I decided to walk over to the Haunted Mansion as a 30-minute wait. So it looks a little bit longer, but we'll see how fast this line moves. So as we're walking through, we're looking at the boat here, the Tom Sawyer Islands, and Big Thunder Mountain. So I hope you guys are enjoying that scenic view here. Okay, so the line is not moving. The lightning lane is moving, which I get people pay for. And they are not moving as efficiently with this ride, and that multi-lane is all taken for the day, but they are not evenly distributing the standby, so it has not moved at all. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the line. It looks like the line got even longer. There's no way this is only 30 minutes. It should have went up to an hour probably. So I'm glad I left the line. Again, the multi-lane pass was not available for me to purchase for most attractions today. So I just got to ride 2 rides, and one of them was a virtual queue. Otherwise, the lines were pretty long.
I would definitely say the wait times are impacted. I was here 3.5 hours. I got to do Tianas, which was a virtual queue, and I got to do Pirates of the Caribbean. That's it. 3.5 hours, guys, of the Magic Kingdom. We'll try again soon, maybe once the kinks are worked out, but this is what it is on the second day. Okay, so what better way to end our day with a snack? So we're going to try Tianas Bayou beignets and the lavender lemonade. Okay, so we get the lavender lemonade and the beignets with the powdered sugar and honey, and that totals $14.14. We'll see how it is and let you know. But what a better way to end this video than at Tianas Bayou Adventure with some beignets and a refreshing lemonade. It is hot, so stay hydrated. It's refreshing. So what a great way on a hot day. Beignets are very good. They're pretty solid with sugar and honey. So they are probably a 9 out of 10 for me. They're pretty messy, but they're good. But what better way to end the video than with some nice lemonade and some beignets. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're continuing to make videos for you, and I hope you can hear me a lot better with the microphone. So we'll see you real soon, and that's all for now. Bye.